Hello and welcome to my World Cup predictions for Game Week 3 for groups I to L. If you do like World Cup predictions, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, excuse the fan as well, hit the notification bell as well down below if you haven't already. Yes, it's very warm again, so yes, you're going to have to put up with a bit of a noise if you can hear it. Maybe not, you can't hear it, but anyway, let's just dive straight to my Game Week 3 World Cup predictions for groups I to L again. And jumping straight into tomorrow night's games then, where Norway take on France in Boston. Norway and France both looking to top the groups. Bit of a shootout between these two sides to see who can get top spot in the group. Norway sit on 6 points, so do France. 4-1 win for Norway over Iraq. 3-2 win over Senegal. Nearly bottled in that game, but they did go over the line. France beat Senegal by 3-1 and beat Iraq by 3-0. The head-to-heads these sides have played. 2-1 win for Norway back in 2010. 4-0 win for France back in 2014, 1 win apiece. Then on the head-to-heads, Norway 7-2 to win this, 7-2 for a draw, 8-13 France. First versus second in the group, of course. Norway qualified for the World Cup for the first time in 28 years. Haaland scored in 12 straight competitive appearances for Norway, netting 22 goals in there as well. Haaland scored multiple goals in each of his last 6 multiple internationals. Norway scored 7 goals in their 2 World Cup group matches. Mbappe now has 16 career World Cup goals, level with Miroslav Klose's former record. Mbappe scored 2+ goals in 6 World Cup matches, more than any player in history at the World Cup. France only need a draw to finish top of Group I. Mbappe has 7 goals in his last 3 World Cup appearances, including a hat-trick and 2 braces. I'm going to back France to win this. I'm going to go for a bit of a tight and scrappy game. I think it might be quite cagey considering these sides are very, very good. It'll either be cagey or it'll have goals galore. I'm backing it to be cagey. I'm going to go for 1-0 France win here over Norway in this. And the other game in Group I is Senegal then taking on Iraq at Toronto or in Toronto. Senegal, back-to-back losses for them over France and Norway. They do have their easiest game of the group, taking on an Iraq side. I think Scotland could be in even more trouble if they did go and lose this. Senegal went on to win this one. I think Scotland are pretty much out. Anyway, Senegal scored 3 but conceded 6 in their 2 World Cup group games. A win likely sent Senegal through as one of the best third-place teams. Ismaila Sarr became Senegal's joint top World Cup scorer with 3 goals in 2 games. Created 16 chances against Norway but lost 3-2 unfortunately for them, which they weren't very clinical in either. Iraq lost striker Ayman Hussein due to injury during the France defeat. Iraq made 3 errors leading to goals at this World Cup, second most in the tournament. That is not particularly great for them, is it? I'm going back Senegal to win this. I think it'd be quite an easy win. Iraq are 12-1 to win this game. 11-2 is the draw. 2-9 Senegal. I'm going back Senegal quite comfortably here. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Senegal win in this one over Iraq and to get over the line in Group I and make sure they get through as one of the best third place teams. Croatia Ghana is up next then in Group L. This one takes place at 10 o'clock in Philadelphia on ITV4. Croatia, with a good win over Panama last time out, still puts them only third in the group, but I think they should qualify no matter what happens here, but you have to wait and find out. Ghana played the harambol of all harambles against England, of course, beating Panama by a 0-0, yet to concede a goal in this tournament. Ghana, they are really, really good defensively, aren't they? Carlos Queiroz has got his side set up very, very well. Modric earned his 200th Croatia cap against Panama, making his 21st World Cup appearance. Croatia managed 0 first half shots on target against Panama before Budimir's introduction. Croatia conceded 4 against England but kept their first ever World Cup clean sheet versus a CONCACAF opposition in this competition, or in the World Cup I should say. Ghana top Group L with 4 points, 1 more than Croatia before this decider. I don't think they are topping it. A draw would guarantee Ghana a top 2 finish and a knockout stage qualification. Ghana's win over Panama ended a run of 7 matches without a victory as well. I think both these sides will play for a point. I think it's going to be another boring game for Carlos Queiroz. I think he's going to play more harambol, and I'm going to go for a 0-0 draw here between Croatia and Ghana. And Ghana will get through to those World Cup knockout phases, of course. So backing Ghana to grab another point here and be very defensive and get another one on the board. So backing a 0-0 draw between Croatia and Ghana. And the other game in Group L is Panama, of course, taking on England. Panama, these two sides did play at the last World Cup, of course, was a 6-1 win for England back then. Panama have grown and they are a lot better than they once were. Back-to-back losses for Panama over Ghana and Croatia. Only 1-0 losses. They have been okay in there. England drawing with Ghana before beating Croatia 4-2, wasn't it? Or Croatia was the first game, Ghana was the second game. Panama are already eliminated despite having one group match still to play. Croatia's coach admitted he was surprised how much his side struggled against Panama. England have drawn 23 World Cup matches, more than any nation in World Cup history. Harry Kane scored twice against Croatia but just had 19 touches versus Ghana, his fewest in a major tournament match. Scored 4 against Croatia but drew 0-0 with Ghana in their most recent outing. 17-1 Panama to win the 7-1 for Panama, drawing this one with England, and 2-13. England very much the favourites going into this one. I'm going to back England to win this one. I'm going to go for a 2-0 away. It's not away. I'm not Sol Campbell. 2-0 England win in this one. I think it'll be quite comfortable and routine, and England will get over the line against Panama in this one by 2-0 here. Into Group K then, and it is Colombia taking on Portugal. This game's pretty much to top the group, isn't it, and see who can get there first. We'll have to wait and find out. I think Portugal are still very much the favourites to top this group, even though they don't sit top at the moment. Colombia won both group matches and sit top of Group K with a perfect record. They'll be looking to continue that. 4 wins on the trot for them in 2 friendlies over Costa Rica, Jordan, then beating Uzbekistan and Congo along the way. Portugal did draw to Congo, not great for them. Colombia won both group openers for the only the second time in World Cup history after 2014. A draw will be enough to secure top spot in Group K ahead of Portugal. Munoz scored in both games, only the 4th Colombia to net in consecutive World Cup matches. James Rodriguez created 5 chances versus DR Congo, most by a Colombian at a World Cup since Valderrama in 1998. Ronaldo became the first player to score at 6 different World Cups with his brace against Uzbekistan. Surpassed Eusebio's Portugal all-time World Cup goal scorer with 10 goals. Before the Uzbekistan match, Ronaldo had got 10 consecutive major tournaments without scoring. midnight, bit of a strange kickoff time this one. I'm going to back Portugal though to get over the line. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Portugal win here in Miami, and for them to beat Colombia in this one. So back in Portugal to win against Colombia by 2-1 here. And the other game is Congo versus Uzbekistan at midnight in Atlanta. Congo, decent point against Portugal in the opening game and did lose, unfortunately, to Colombia in their second game. Uzbekistan both lost to both Colombia and to Portugal. Got absolutely rammed against Portugal, didn't they? Congo do need a positive result to keep it alive. Hopes of advancing as a best third place team here. Both teams managed just 1 goal in their opening 2 World Cup group games. Goalkeeper Mpazi made 8 saves against Colombia, 5 within the opening 20 minutes. World Cup debutants are the 5th consecutive debuting Asian nation to lose both openers, conceding 8 goals across their 2 World Cup group games. Uzbekistan not particularly great. I think Congo will get over the line. They'll go through as one of the best placed teams, and I'm going to go for a 1-0 win for Congo here over Uzbekistan and to get over the line in this one. So back in Congo to win by 1-0 over Uzbekistan. And into the final group games that will kick off this time around, and it is Algeria versus Austria in an absolutely massive shootout for second place in the group. It has to be said, both these sides will be wanting to avoid Spain in the next knockout round. Of course, second sit Austria, third sit Algeria at the moment, both on 3 points. They do have head-to-heads against each other. It was back in the 1982 FIFA World Cup, was a 2-0 win for Austria back then. Schachner and Krankel were the scorers that day. Austria are your favourites, 7-4 for Austria, 5-4 for the draw, 40-5 are Algeria in Kansas here. Algeria's comeback against Jordan was their first World Cup win after conceding first in 11 attempts. Algeria scored both goals against Jordan from set pieces, Mahrez delivering the key corner, I should say. Algeria had 0 shots on target. In their 3-0 loss to Argentina, Mahrez became Algeria's oldest ever World Cup starter at 35 years and 121 days. Austria managed just 1 shot on target against Argentina despite 56 final third entries. Marcel Sabitzer earned his 100th cap against Argentina Argentina forcing a save from his free kick. I'm going to back Austria to win this one. I'm going to go for a scrappy 1-0 win for Austria here in Kansas and get over the line against this Algeria side and put them through to play the game against Spain then. So yeah, back in Austria to win by a goal to nil. And the final game is Jordan taking on Argentina in this group stage. Jordan will be looking to win this. I think Argentina might look to rotate. They've already topped the group, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. 4 losses on the trot for Jordan, including friendlies and World Cup. Argentina 5 on the trot for them. Bit different form-wise. Jordan's scored in both World Cup games. First debutants to do it since Ivory Coast back in 2006. World Cup debutants Jordan are already eliminated before their final group match. Set-piece defending has been their Achilles heel, conceding from dead balls in both group games. Lionel Messi has 18 World Cup goals, 2 clear of Miroslav Klose's all-time record of 16. Messi scored 5 goals in 2 World Cup matches, despite missing a penalty in each game. Messi has scored all 5 of Argentina's goals at this World Cup. Argentina are already confirmed as Group J winners with a game to spare as well. I'm going to back Argentina and Messi to win this. I think it'd be too easy for him. 16-1 Jordan to win this. 7-1 is a draw, and 1-6 is Argentina. It'd be quite a comfortable win. I feel for Argentina in this one, I'm going to go for a 3-0 win. Even though they might rotate, I still think Jordan just don't look great, do they? They're already out anyway, so it doesn't really matter what happens for them. So yeah, back in Argentina to win this by 3 goals to 0 over Jordan. Thank you very much for watching my World Cup Game Week 3 predictions for groups I to L. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We'll be back on Monday for round of 32 predictions. So yeah, we've got South Africa, Canada. I'm just going to say that'll be a Canada win. I think they'll probably get over the line in that one with a nice 2-1 away victory there. Maybe away victory. They're probably playing. It's in LA, actually, a neutral venue, not in Canada, that one. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all in the next one.